rounds through. So let's get started. We have 6 exercises. Grab your hand weights. It's all upper body today, working on our arms, our shoulders, and our upper back. So for right here, we're just going to step back, alternating legs as we take the arms and we push them forward. So that is the theme for today's workout. It's all about alternating. So all 6 moves, we're just going to alternate right side, left side. We're not going to do a concentration on one side over the other. So we're right here, 30 seconds, no rest in between. So we're stepping back and pushing out. Now we're stepping out to the side and bringing our arms out nice and wide, right here. We're going to do this for another round, both of these moves. 30 seconds of work, no rest in between, because it is a warm-up. We're trying to get the heart ready, get the blood flowing, get the lungs ready, and warm up the body. Here we go. A few more of these, then we're going to go back to the stepping back and pushing out right here. So make sure that you have some weights or the weight that you can handle. We're going to be doing our deltoid muscles, which you know what Coach T always says, they're small muscle, they're tired quickly, they don't need a heavy weight. So I'm going to be using some 6-pounders. You can go with like a 5 or a 3, or if you're not used to doing exercises, grab a 1 pound. Or if you don't have any weights available, grab water bottles, 16-ounce water bottles. So no excuses. Right here, a few more of these, warming up that upper body, and make sure that the lower body is helping to raise your heart rate. Right here, a few more. All right, so grab the weights. We're going to start off with some alternating bicep curls across the chest, just like this, nice and easy. Make sure that your core is nice, tight, and engaged. Soft knees, and your legs just need to be hip distance width apart to give you a nice stance. Right here. There we go. One after the other. No rest in between. You curl across the chest and bring it down, and then you pick up the other arm. There we go. Core is nice and tight and engaged. All right, so now we're going to do push-outs, which involve bringing your arms up right here, shoulder level, and you're going to push out with alternating arms like this. Push it out and bring it back. So that's why I said make sure that you have a set of weights that you can handle, or you can always alternate in between. Go heavier, go lighter, whatever works for you. Remember, make this your own. I am just here to guide you on some exercises that you can do to get your day started, get your week started, and work on those arms. There we go. Pushing it out, bringing it back. Make sure you're keeping that arm up. I know it wants to tire and let go. Just keep it up. All right, so now we're going to do some alternating kickbacks, which is going to get those tricep muscles in the back. So you want to have a slight lean. So I'm going to turn to an angle so you can see both arms are up right here. We kick it back, we bring it in. We kick it back, we bring it in. Try to keep that elbow as close to the body as possible. Try not to have a big space between your elbow and your body. And your resting arm is still in a position of a bent elbow while it holds the weight. There we go. So I was leaning over a little bit or hinging a little bit so you can really feel that weight in the back of that arm. And we stand. Now we're going to do a hammer curl, working on the biceps again, but we're just going to go up and down. Make sure that your palms are facing in towards your body, and you just want to go all the way to your shoulder and all the way down. All the way to your shoulder and all the way down. There we go. Try not to tap your shoulder. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. So we don't have to hit the shoulder to actually go all the way right there. Control it. That's where control comes in. Muscle activation, control. It's a lot of stuff going on this morning. I know. And make sure that that core is nice and tight and engaged. Right here. A few more. So all 6 of these exercises that we're doing, we're going to do them 3 rounds through. 35 seconds of work, 10 seconds to recover or catch your breath. So now we're doing an overhead press, working on the upper back and the shoulders. And we're going to stand hip distance width apart with goalpost arms. And you push up and bring down. Push up and bring down. So the key is to make sure that you keep those arms in that goalpost position. You might want to feel like, oh, it's just too heavy. Go with a lighter weight. Hold the position. Everything is not about a heavy weight. As much as we would like it to be right, there we go. Nice. Push it up, bring it down. Keep those goalpost arms nice and engaged, okay? Now we're going to do the last move out of the 6 moves. We're working the deltoids. We're going to work the front and the side, and we're going to do an L raise. So it looks like this. So one arm is in the front and one arm is to the side. So you raise, take it down. Now you switch. The other arm is to the front and the other arm is to the side. And you raise, take it down. See how that goes? So you move your arms, not your body. Move those arms as we're raising, getting our front deltoid simultaneously as we get our side deltoid. Remember, they're small muscles, but they look so nice when they're nice and tight and have a little bit muscle on them. There we go. We call those L raises. So that was round 1. Now we're going to start back at the top and we're going to do round 2. So we're starting off doing that bicep curl across the chest. So we're here all the way down. Here. There we go. So try not to actually twist your body because you have a natural tendency to want to do this and twist to the side. We're not working the core. We're not doing torso work. So you stand nice and tall. That's why I always say engage your core. That way that you're holding your position. There we go. Nice and easy. This is round 2. Just started round 2. Doing those bicep curls across the chest. Across the chest. All right. So now we're going to do those chest push-outs. Working our pectoral muscles. I always like to say that's Mother Nature's natural breast lift if we work those pec muscles. So we come up here and we push it out and we bring it back. We push it out, we bring it back. All the way out. I'm going to turn to the side so you see how it looks. See that straight form? All the way out, all the way in. Watch your form. Remember what I always say. I care about your form more than I care about how many reps you can get in the time allowed. Great form, a good form is crucial. There we go. Try not to push out like that. We're just going straight out. We're not going to the side. So if you find that you're losing control and you don't have your core nice and tight, weight is probably too heavy. So put the weight down and go with something lighter. Now we're going to do the kickbacks. So we have our legs are going to come together. We have a slight hinge. Both arms are up right here. We kick one back, we bring it in. We kick the other back, we bring it in. See how that looks? Kick it back. A small muscle back there, that little tricep, you're going to feel it instantly, and it just more exasperated when we hinge. If you stand taller, you're going to feel it, but not as much. But some people might need to stand taller, especially if you have lower back issues. But if you're standing tall, you're going to have to change the position of your legs, okay? Now we're going to do the hammer curls. We'll make sure that the palms are facing inward, facing towards the body. And we take it and we go all the way up to the shoulder without hitting the shoulder. Remember, we're controlling the movement. Controlling the movement. Soft knees, a nice natural stance as we bring it all the way up. And we want to just take our time and bring it down. Come on, slow, 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 slow down. Bring it up. Let's do that again. Slow, 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 slow down. Did you feel that? Did you feel the difference? So sometimes when trainers are telling you to slow it down, they really want that muscle engagement and that muscle activation. All right, now we're going to do our goalpost arms. Remember to keep the arms up the entire time. Don't rest the resting arm, so you push it up and down. And make sure you don't try to force it. Don't throw it overhead. Control it overhead. There we go. If you can throw it overhead, just that easy, most likely that weight is too light. Put it down. Put it down. Grab something just a little bit heavier. There we go. Watch your position. Watch your position. There we go. Breathe. And push overhead. Breathe and push, working those shoulders, working those upper back muscles, working those reverse or back side of our deltoids, okay? So now that we've done the overhead press, now we're going to do those L raises again, okay? So remember, one is in the front and one is to the side. We switch it around and then we raise it. Make sure that both weights are down before you attempt to bring them up. You want to make sure that your positioning is good. Remember, we're only changing the arms. It might look like my body is twisting, but it's actually not. All right? So I'm twisting my arms. I'm changing the position of my arms, not the position of my body. There we go. Control it. Other side. This is the end of round 2. One more, up and down. Okay, so now we're coming up on round 3. This is our last time. We're going to do those bicep curls across the chest, just like that. All right, so I'm going to change my stance just a little bit. There we go. Really trying to get in the camera for you guys. Nice. Across the chest. Nice and easy. All the way up and all the way down. We call this in a personal training world working our concentric and eccentric moves. There we go. Core is nice and tight. Got to keep that core tight. That helps us to keep our form. One more. All right. We're done with that. Now we have 5 exercises left. We're going to do those push-outs. So I'm giving my arms a rest. So now I'm going to hold them here and I'm going to push out one after the other. And I don't push out the alternating arm until the arm has made it back into its place, right? We want to have control over those muscles. We want to have control over our bodies. Although we're building muscle, we want to also control the movement. There we go. Breathe. If it gets a little bit too much for you, take a slight break and then join back in when you can. Remember, you have to build to certain moves, certain weight levels when you're building muscles, okay? It doesn't come naturally, it doesn't come easy, it doesn't come overnight. All right, now we're gonna do those tricep kickbacks. We have a slight hinge. I'm gonna hinge this way this time. My elbows are, I always like to say, nailed to my side, right here. Kick it back and kick it back. There we go. Remember what I said, if you need to come up a little taller, that's okay, because you might be suffering with lower back injuries. And kick it back, hold, bring it in. Go back, hold, bring it in. Go back, hold, bring it in. Go back, hold, bring it in. Ooh, you really feel it when you hold it there for a second, right? Yeah, you really feel that. All right, stand up nice and tall. Now we have our last set of goalpost arms. Whew, let me give my shoulders a little circle right here. Get a little movement in there. And we want to push up. And we're doing a lot, right? We're watching our form. We're engaging our core. We're watching the stance of our base, which is how our legs are situated, because you want it to be comfortable, right? Because if you're not comfortable in the stance, you're not going to fully engage those muscles at the top of your body that you're trying to work. If your lower body is off, the positioning is not good, something is hurting, it affects everything else. Remember, the body is one unit. It feeds off the other parts. All right, so now we've done the overhead press. We got to do the hammer curls. I got out of line a little bit right there, all right? Let's go to those hammer curls. One all the way up to the shoulder and all the way down. All the way up to the shoulder and all the way down. And all the way up to the shoulder and all the way down. Come on, we got it. We're almost there. We only have one more exercise after this, and then we are done with our Fit in 15 on a Monday morning. Can you believe it that we're into November? Yeah, this is our first Monday in November. There we go. Nice and easy. Come on, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. All right. Last move right here, our L raises. So we're probably going to go over time about 15 seconds. Come on, so let's do it. Let's do it. We got it. Come on, you got this. Come on, right here. Change position, up and down. Change position, up and down. Come on, stay with it. Remember, the arms are moving, not the core, not the legs, not the chest, only those arms. Come on, they got it. They can handle this. They can do this. We're working that front deltoid and that side deltoid at the same time. You got it. A few more, counting down. Less than 5, 3. Come on, give me one more and you are done. And that is our Fit in 15 for a Monday morning. I hope you ladies enjoyed that arm workout.